uploaded another Witcher video, or actually done a stream. It's been an interesting week, but anyway, let's pick up where we left off.
His long search for Ciri led Geralt to conclude that Uma, the ugliest man alive and the victim of a curse, was the key to finding the young woman.
Alright, so last time we were playing, we were doing a few quests in Novigrad, and most of the focus was on Skellige. We did the Morkvar quest, which was pretty good. We got that done, released the curse that he had, and then I actually had him killed, but other than that, it'll be miscellaneous. It'll be whatever. We'll do a bunch of different stuff, including the story. We'll walk through it all. I'm just setting some things up in the background. Really? Okay, so I was in Oxenfurt for a reason. I think I was actually getting rid of some inventory items. We'll go ahead and go over to Crow's Perch and store this stuff real quick. Actually, we'll go to Dandelion's Cabaret. We'll just store it there, because I'm not going to use it now. At least not until I get a new set to upgrade. Alright, there's Dandelion's Cabaret. My PC is driving me crazy. Like, I just updated Windows 10 and all my files that are saved are like thrown around, and we're here. Oh, cool, we can finish this quest too while we're here. Perfect. Everything happens for a reason.
Damn nice. See your son, Jost. May he take after his father.
Here we go.
So he'll be
Drop. Why do I have 9 torches? I'm just gonna sell these. Onto these. I guess it was just randomly picking up items.
As they say, a bird must be a quick. Here's more. Damn nice. Shouldn't let that
Zoltan.
Get out.
Got the card, Zoltan.
Seems we'll make it before the king of beggars buggers can get me. Come on. I arranged to meet the buyer at an old brewery. He'll be delighted to see we've got all the cards. The exchange. We should do it right quick.
Afraid your client might change his mind?
Oh, I'm more likely to. Had so many buyers for these cards, I felt like the belle of the ball.
So the buyer...
I have a friend. Don't know much about him, but he's of Duke silk. No doubt about that.
Ah, at last. I fear the body's gone cold.
What is this?
Your would-be buyer handed us his coin and departed, more or less in that order. Now, the cards, please. I trust obtaining them wasn't too troublesome.
Try it and find out.
You wish me to try? I'm not as foolish as Earl. You ought to know that by now. Get to work, boys. The dwarf I wish to have alive. I must have a chat with him.
Doing it.
Geralt, bastards getting away with my coin. Damn it, with our coin. Chase the horse in. I'll tend to the others.
Stop walking into his sword!
Why am I not climbing the ladder? What gives? Okay, here we go.
Something like that way. Awful not rude, do so.
What? Can't understand a word.
Might as well stop.
How Geralt's head just got glitched. Hopefully that gets fixed. Oh, okay, I got very lucky there. Very lucky.
Leave me. Swiving drowners.
You could use a witcher.
Ha ha. Highly amusing. If I give you the coin, will you leave me be?
Yeah, you can go. If you're able.
Ha! What are my chances? With these wounds?
Not high. So long.
So, you get him? You get the coin?
Yes.
And what about Duke? Finish him off?
No, I let him go.
Oh, I knew I should have gone with you. You know he has it in for me. You'll be doubly determined now.
Doubt it. Think he's likely to quit the business. If he gets out of there alive.
Well, Geralt, what's your preference? Coin or cards? I'd never have managed without you, so you choose. If you want gold, it's not a problem. I'll find another buyer for these cards in a flash.
Rather have the coin.
It's yours. I'll still pay the King of Beggars on time. Won't that cocksucker be surprised?
Good luck, Zoltan.
Thanks, Geralt. Remember, the catfish is the king of the Pontar.
I don't think I really have much in Novigrad that I need to do right now. Actually, you know what? Let's do following the thread, because this quest is actually a pretty good quest.
Don't like folk wandering around here.
Oh yeah? Well, got a beast you need someone to get rid of? I'm here about the notice.
Supervisor Lund posted it. Yeah, a beast haunts the outskirts, murdering folk. Got them scared to leave their homes after dusk.
Like to talk to this supervisor.
Too bad he don't receive petitioners.
So what's he do exactly?
Delivers relief on behalf of the city council, flour and groats for the paupers, meaning he don't do it personally. He's got men for that. He himself,
Supervises.
Exactly.
I aim to hunt down this monster.
Best hurry then, some other bloke's already after it.
When do you find the last victim?
Just last night. Hubert, a beggar, but a decent man. I'd let him sleep in his shed from time to time. That one on the right. Eustace hasn't come for the corpse yet. It's lying in there where I found it.
Any eyewitnesses to these attacks?
No, just the bodies. Beast appears only at night. Chooses isolated victims.
Who took the contract?
Didn't see the man. Was just told some brave fool turned up.
Thanks. So long. Blood's all sucked out. A lesser vampire? Blood, but not human. Monster was wounded. Not the marks of a Garcane or a Fletter. Gotta be an Ekimara.
What's going on there?
Seems like it had lost some strength. Was sneaking along the shoreline. Greetings, Lambert.
Damn, it's good to see you, Wolf.
Decide to do some hunting in Novigrad? For as I remember, you never liked this city.
Still don't. Thing is, I got a certain matter to take care of.
What have you been up to? Any luck on the path?
A lot, in fact. Quite the takings in Lan Exeter. Was asked to hunt down a giant, who turned out to be a forest troll, and some bandits.
Bandits?
Came as a package with the troll.
The matter you mentioned. Anything I can help with?
Maybe. But we'll talk about that later. Got our reward to collect. I'm kinda in a hurry. Let's say you've earned half. What the hell?
Let's go.
So?
What do you think? We did what we had to do. Time to pay up.
Wait here, I'll go see the supervisor, get your reward.
Do that ourselves. No reason you should abandon your post.
Can't argue with reason. Go on in.
We dealt with the monster at the docks. Here for our reward.
Witches? Since when do you travel in pairs?
A lot of dangers lie in wait for a lone witcher. Bandits, for example.
I advise you to change your tone.
Where's Yad Karadin? Talk.
Who?
Trust me, Geralt, this is important. There's something I gotta know.
I do not know any Karadin. Take your coin for the before and bugger off, before I lose my temper.
Where's Yad Karadin? Asking you for the last time.
Guards! To the dungeon with them!
This guy's more trouble than the Ekimara.
Karadin's disappeared. I swear. The others too. I only know of Vienne.
What about Vienne?
She drinks at the Seven Cats. There day and night.
See? You can be helpful.
Yeah!
That was murder. Was that really necessary?
Yes. More guardsmen will show soon. Let's go. Meet me at the Seven Cats. Tell you everything there.
The Tavern Vienne frequents?
Yeah, see you later.
Let's go.
All right, high time you explain some things. Why'd you kill Lund? What's this all about?
Want the short version or the long one?
Let me hear the whole thing.
I had a friend. Aiden was his name.
You had a friend?
Oh, fucking hilarious. I met him soon after I'd accepted a contract to lift the curse from the Ogre of Elander. Aiden had been hired to kill it. He was a witcher from the School of the Cat.
Far as I remember, the Ogre was killed in the end.
Yeah. After it gutted my employer, we really didn't have a choice. I cut a deal with Aiden. We joined forces, split the reward for killing the Ogre between us. After that, we worked together a lot. Hands down the best man I'd ever met. I mean, I like you, you know that. Still, no comparison.
What happened to him?
Some time ago, Aiden took on a contract to lift a curse off a duke's daughter. It was a political mess from the start. Then there was hatred for the School of the Cat to deal with.
They worked hard to deserve that hate. Basically turned hired assassins.
Aiden wasn't like that. Anyway, some of the Duke's courtiers had designs. Weren't at all keen on the curse being lifted from the Duke's firstborn. So a band of trained assassins ambushed Aiden. Murdered him. Our dear supervisor was one of them.
And yet, Carradine?
The assassin's leader. And the one to deal the mortal blow.
What do you intend to do?
I intend to get even with the bastards who did it. Carradine most of all. We have to talk to Vienne. Must have had enough to drink by now. Let's go.
Vienne.
What do you want?
We want to see Yad Carradine.
Now, why would I help you?
It's really important to my friend here.
And what will I get out of it?
Pay for your beer, for starters. Then we'll see how valuable your information is.
I was part of Carradine's band, but when was that? I don't know where to find him. I've fallen out with a lot. Besides, he's no longer chummy with his old mates. Word around town is he's changed.
Carradine's changed? What do you mean?
He's dropped all his old connections. Stopped taking on petty killings. He's hidden himself away in some hole. Must be planning something big.
Who else was in Carradine's band?
Aside from me, Sleaze, Hammond and Lund, but they've scattered all over the world. Sleaze went to Tretogor, Hammond to Skellige, and Lund...
Lund's dead.
Finally met his match. Well, you've only Hammond or Sleaze to talk to then.
This, Sleaze. Where can we find her?
She's done well for herself. Runs a brothel in Tretogor, the kind rich men frequent. Or suck information out of them. Then she sells it.
Name of this brothel?
The Black Lily. Sleaze always did have horrible taste.
We need information about Hammond.
Carradine's right-hand man once. When the band broke up, he went back to Pharaoh whence he had come. He's a pirate now. Even the Jarls treat him with respect.
What about you? What's your story?
Scoia'tael. Unit was decimated, so I joined Carradine. They never treated me as an equal. No. I could hit a sparrow from 100 paces, but I was never good enough for Carradine. He always preferred that cunt Sleaze.
You have a hand in the murder of the Witcher Aiden?
Perhaps. I don't remember.
Satisfied?
She doesn't know anything. We need to talk to Hammond and Sleaze.
Don't go looking for Carradine. If he senses you nipping at his heels, he'll kill you without batting an eye.
We'll see. As for you...
No, Lambert.
Right. Better to leave her like this.
What about my coin? Arseholes.
You gotta help me, Geralt. Best thing will be to split up. You sail to Skellige. Try to squeeze something out of Hammond. I'll go to Tretogor and meet with Sleaze.
Where'll we meet once I'm back?
at the Nowhere Inn.
All right, I'm off. Good luck.
Hey guys, now that the cutscene's over, I can actually talk to you guys. What's up, Brazil? Good to see you. And yeah, normally I start streaming, or people start showing up to the streams about a half hour later or 45 minutes later usually. But I decided to do this one early tonight. What are you guys up to?
His long search for Ciri led Geralt to conclude that Uma, the ugliest man
Check out
alive
that
and the
TV.
victim of a curse, was the key to finding the young woman.
I haven't. Is that like a Netflix show? I've heard of Black Mirror, but I never got into it. I never even looked into it. What's it about? That's how I was with Breaking Bad and Sons of Anarchy. If I find a show, like, I don't really watch much TV, but if I find a show that's interesting, I'm gonna binge watch the shit out of it. I can't wait until they release The Witcher on Netflix. I heard it's in progress right now. I think they're still looking for an actor to... I don't know if Witcher's or Geralt's going to be the main character or if they're using a different Witcher. Oh shit. Is the plot any good? Is it like, or what's the plot about? Is it about like, is it fantasy? Is it like a serial killer thing? I literally know nothing about it. Do you guys like the Arrow or the Flash? The DC shows? I love those shows. Those are good to binge watch if you're a DC fan. Especially how they all connect. Well, they eventually all start connecting each show. Yeah, I know of Twilight Zone, and the I haven't watched too much of The Outer Limits, but I know it's like the same concept. It's supposed to be like spooky and eerie. Oh shit, dude, I would totally watch that. I'm actually into stuff like that. There's a show I used to watch with my mom when I was a kid called Urban Legends, and it was basically all these weird myths, and sometimes they would have some crazy, like, off-the-wall shit on there.
What do you want?
I'm looking for Hammond.
What for?
Business.
He prays at the chapel on the hill this time of day. If it's slaves you're looking to buy, you'll have to wait till he's done.
He's praying. Wouldn't have thought him a God-fearing man from what I've heard about him.
Yet it's not something that would surprise any man who knows him.
Another snoop. You know the drill.
So it's basically, it's a lot like, whatchamacallit, like you said, The Outer Limits, and Twilight Zone, and Tales from the Crypt. I'll have to check it out. I mean, I haven't gotten into shows like that in a while, but I enjoy it. Pretty much just massacring this entire group. I like shows like that. I hate shows that, like, the first few episodes or even the first season is slow. Like, I like Doctor Who now, but I'm not gonna lie, the first season, I mean, the first season was good as you got later into it, but when you first watch it, it's like kind of not that interesting, or at least it doesn't come off as that interesting, and then it gets better. But I like it when it hooks you from the beginning. What are like the episodes pretty much? Like I know each episode's different, it's a different story, but like can you give me an example of one of the episodes? Like, is it like some serial killer, cult shit? I always found that stuff fascinating. To watch, obviously. You dick. Alright. These guys are just coming out of nowhere. That was just over. When you say multiple stories, is it like they have different episodes for the same story, but there's different stories happening? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you have all these different stories happening, and they're releasing episodes for each different story. That's what I'm pretty much saying. Oh, we got this last guy. He doesn't even know what's going on. He's just over here. You guys hear the bloodthirsty screams. Shoot, I'll check it out. Kinda has like an American Horror Story vibe, except instead of it being like the whole season is themed a certain way, it's like each episode, which can be interesting to get into. What's cool is I don't feel like I have to actually sit through and watch every single episode to like follow along. That's a plus. I mean, if it's a good show though, I will do that. But sometimes it can be a chore. Sorry, I'm just doing this with mutagen. I need to build up my mutagen. It's tragic, like someone dying instantly tragic, like kind of like Walking Dead, but without the gore, like that kind of tragic, where like one of the main characters dies and you're just like, no, I can't believe they killed him. Because I like that kind of tragedy. I mean, it's shitty and it's emotional, but it keeps things interesting.
Gods of the sea, I've never begrudged you no gifts. Grant me another victory, so I can make you another offering of me loot.
Don't mind me.
Fuck, what now?
Heard you were in Carradin's band.
Fucking say what you want. Come on, spit it out, you arse-licking bastard.
I'm looking for Yad Carradin.
And just who the hell are you?
A friend of a friend. I'm looking for Carradin. Thought maybe we could make some sort of deal.
What? Our business robbing some Novigrad pricks the wrong way? Plowing guilds. Come on, what are you waiting for? Kill the fucker!
Bad idea.
Alright.
Damn it.
So we're gonna kill this guy and use potions to kill him. So I can just incinerate the shit out of these people. That was a beautiful ending. Okay, let's see if Carradin left behind anything Interesting. Oh yeah, I heard Vikings was a good show. I had a few friends tell me that I need to get into it. My buddy, he's into like a lot of Nordic, like Viking type of stuff because of his ancestry. Is the show Vikings pretty much like, is it like a documentary about Vikings, or is it an actual show about Vikings? Like a show with a Viking theme, pretty much. So it's not a Viking documentary then? Oh, okay, yeah, that's what I thought too, because I just hear the name Vikings, and the first thing I think of is, okay, is it a documentary? Because that's what it sounds like. Which, documentaries can be interesting, it's just, it didn't sound like a show. Oh, shit. Wait, so Vikings actually takes place in modern times? Like with
His long
TV?
search for
Not
Ciri
like...
led Geralt to conclude that Uma, the
Dude, I
ugliest
need to
man
get into
alive
that.
and the
That's
victim of a
crazy.
curse,
I mean, the
was the
whole
key to finding
pig
the
thing's
young
out there,
woman.
but I guess that adds some interesting stuff to the show. Oh. Wait. Oh, no, I know what you're talking about now. You're talking about, whatchamacallit, I know what show you're talking about. You're talking about, the one we were just talking about, just literally, the Black Mirror. Okay, because I was about to say, that doesn't sound anything Viking-like, but, I mean, nowadays nothing makes sense. Damn, dude, that's crazy, though. That's, like, some harsh blackmail right there. I would still watch the show, though. That actually sounds... They keep the plots interesting. Ragnar Lothbrok. Is he... Let me look him up real quick. Oh, who wanted to sail west.
Rain makes this city even more dreary.
Like, people literally watch it on YouTube. It's that good. Dude, I used to do that back in the day with movies, but never a TV show. It has to be good if people are doing that. I have a few streaming services I use though, like Kodi. Like, I don't use Netflix. People, I mean, you're not supposed to use those things, but nobody's gotta know. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out.
What the hell took you?
Pretty likely Carradine lives in Novigrad, and he never severed ties with Hammond. They're actually in business together.
Learned something too. He trades in live goods on the sly. Owns a ship called the Pearl of the Coast. Runs between here and Skellige. Changed his name too, to Roland Truger, who officially is a respected Novigrad trader and philanthropist. Has a residence in Gildorf.
Anything on Celise?
Well, didn't have you there to stand up for her.
All right, let's pay Carradine a visit.
I think I know how to get in. I got a plan.
If your plan doesn't include dealing with an escort of guardsmen, best revise it. calm now. Let them start it.
You're expected. Come in.
Make yourselves at home.
He's a witcher.
Very true. Allow me to introduce my wife, Letitia, and my two little tots. You know who I am, and I've heard of you. You've been asking many questions about me. That always draws my attention.
What school do you come out of?
That of the cat. So few of us left.
I could understand a witcher becoming a hired assassin, but a merchant?
Why ever not? Not one among us doesn't dream of changing our life. I simply did not stop at dreaming. They say no witcher has ever died in his bed. I aim to be the first.
Remains to be seen.
Witchers can't have children.
But they can have wards, or take in a woman along with her children, embrace them as their own.
My friend needs to talk to you.
Lads, take the children and Letitia and leave us. Our guests wish to speak to me. I'm all ears.
Talk to him, Geralt. If I do, first word he says to me, I'll lose it and throttle the fucker.
Your wife know who you were?
We are thoroughly honest with one another, harbor no secrets. She prays for me each day. You know what? I think it's working.
Fucking hell.
Relax, Lambert.
I confessed all just before we pledged to marry one another. Began a new life that day, with a clean slate.
Nice place you got.
As it turned out, I've a flair for enterprise. Now I've coin enough to provide my family with the finer things in life.
With some left over for philanthropy.
Miss Marabella's institute does not scorn small donations. Neither does the city's Widows and Orphans Relief Fund, amongst others.
Remember Aiden? A witcher. Murdered in Elander. Guessing the killers were paid well.
I remember him as I remember all the others, with the deepest regret. Yet Aiden was different in a way. Contrary to rumor, we did not set out to kill him. We were forced to when he attacked us.
What's your version of this story?
Aiden had accepted a contract to lift the curse from the Duke's daughter. He took the coin, bungled the job, then left, once the girl passed on.
You lie.
We were not to kill him, we were debt collectors. He'd spent the coin already, so we demanded his swords. When he refused, tempers flared. Vienne, positioned as a sniper, lost her nerve. Hit Aiden square in the eye. Later, she devised her own version of the story. To silence her guilt, I expect.
I've heard enough.
What now?
Know what, Carradine? Your remorse? It's feigned. Completely dishonest. You put on a good show, but I just don't believe you.
Don't even know why we bothered with this chat. We came here to kill you.
Do what you want, Lambert. Your friend, your vengeance.
Been waiting a long time for this.
And I don't aim to die.
Yeah, I will agree. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm trolling this guy because he's just a dick. But I do agree. Here, I'll
Thanks
just
for your
message
help,
you guys. Our
Garrett.
dogs are going crazy.
You're welcome.
Want to talk about it?
No.
See you later. Someday.
So long, Lambert.
Alright, well I do agree that the characters are poorly, the secondary characters are poorly done, and a lot of the filler characters they use. But I do like the main character for the Arrow, Oliver Queen. I think his real name's Stephen Amell. And then, I don't know the name of the guy who does the Flash, but he's a good actor. But everyone else, well not everyone else, but a lot of the actors that they do choose are kind of just shitty. Like you guys said, there for their paychecks. Pretty much clocked in.
Watch it, Trev.
Yes, I saw the Justice League. I won't spoil it for you guys. Hold on. I'll just message you guys real quick. Hey, what's up, Kenneth? Long time no speak. Were you the one that you jumped into my live stream like a while back, and then me and I think my friend Avde got you into The Witcher? I don't know if that was you or if that was someone else, but there was someone that was watching the streams that we got hooked on The Witcher, or we got him into The Witcher. Not hooked, but was that you? I apologize, our dogs are like totally crazy and it's annoying.
His long search
They
for
bark
Ciri
literally
led
everywhere.
Geralt to conclude that Uma, the ugliest man alive and the victim
Okay,
of a
that's
curse,
what, yeah, I have you
was
as
the
a,
key
I have
to
you on my
finding
friends
the young
list.
woman.
Jimi Hendrix guy. Okay, I was actually, I was gonna give my opinion on the Justice League and then I completely, our dogs were going off, but, alright, Justice League, I saw it, I won't spoil it. The only thing I'll say is that it was a good movie, or is a decent movie, but it was a terrible Justice League. The Flash, the main character, or the actor for Flash, he did Flash terribly. Like, he made Flash come off as, like, an obnoxious moron, when the Flash is usually just obnoxious, but he's kind of cocky obnoxious, not moronic. And then, Ben Affleck just needs to stop being Batman. Batman died as soon as Ben Affleck put on the suit. Or he died again, depending on how many shitty actors played Batman, but I can't stand Ben Affleck as Batman. I mean, there's not much to spoil as far as the story goes. The story's pretty basic. It's just with the villain, you didn't really feel like you were connected to him, or like he was really, I mean, he was an evil bastard, but everything just seemed so poorly planned and poorly scripted. And I'll give you an example of what Ben Affleck did in the movie that pissed me off. Normally, you guys know how Batman is. He's extremely secretive. Trusts nobody. He's very, like, he's Batman. He just trusts no one. Ben Affleck goes around, not in his bat suit, just walking around talking to these random people with power saying, oh, my name's Bruce Wayne. I want you to pretty much join my league or join up with my team. And it's like, Batman doesn't do that. He wouldn't appear to an audience as Bruce Wayne. He would appear as Batman, and I think eventually they would catch on that he's Wayne, but he wouldn't just right off the bat throw his identity out like that. Stupid thing is stuck. I don't know what it is with this boat in particular, but this is like the only boat that does this shit. Is there like a sandbar? Okay, yep, there's a sandbar there. Actually, you know what? I need to do this part of the quest real quick. Oh yeah, sorry Kenneth, I got sidetracked in the game. Yeah, I got your screenshots. They were actually pretty cool. I like your build a lot. Hold on, I think I have your message too. I can open it up in my phone. I'll open it up as soon as I get to a new cutscene. But yeah, and that's one thing that pissed me off is, I mean, I'm pretty sure they don't have DC writers, or at least good DC writers on the movies. But yeah, Batman he's the master of contingency plans. He doesn't just walk out there and say, "Hey, I'm Batman, join my team." Like, come on, man. Yeah, no, you can't blame the director. It always comes down to the writers. The director's pretty much just told the... If anything, the director's a manager. That's all he is.
Hey, Schuster.
Ain't something I use.
So long.
Yeah, I noticed that too about Hollywood movies. A lot of them, shoot, all of them now are just completely redundant, unoriginal. Suicide Squad, everybody hyped that movie up. Even when it came out, everyone was like, "Oh, it was such a good movie." I watched it and I was like, there's nothing good about this movie. Joker looks like an idiot. Harley Quinn just... Well, she looked like Harley Quinn, but it got annoying with the whole everybody wanting to be her.
And I once cut those waters with Mary erased. Could trace you the shoreline in my sleep. A lovely excursion, if not for the bloody sirens.
I'm the one to ask. Me your excellent Harderock. He's over there. What can a bloke from our Skellig know about Unvik?
Heard you trilling a different tune when Hjalmar was gathering his crew. Your love for the Ancrate fade that quick.
That doesn't mind dang dire.
Yavar's from there, or so he claims, and you seem to know these waters. Why didn't you sail with Hjalmar?
Because that kind of expedition needs a true leader, and a whelp looking to collect bumps on his skull could only be its doom. Once
You'd rather sit in your arse nose in the air, you Zeracanian princess. Brave lad comes along, you sail with him. I'd have sailed with Hjalmar if only those seahorses hadn't banjaxed my knee. Would have sailed instead of sharing a table with a grumpy barnacle like you.
You'd sail with anyone who'd let you aboard, perhaps daughter included.
You mentioned sirens. Many on Undvik?
So many. More on the other halves.
Bollocks.
Once they attacked Lars and me when we were fishing. Before we could drive him off, they pulled Lars in the water and scratched me up so bad that... Oi!
Drive away the sirens? How's that work?
Ha! Plain to see you're no islander. With a horn wall's horn. One toot, and they plough and scurry off so quick the waves rock your boat.
Need to get to Undvik.
Another thrill seeker. Well then, listen close, lest you end in a watery grave. Sail out of port and head southwest. Watch for rocks protruding like pricks out of the water. You'll have to do some tricky tacking to get past them. Some of them shorter, just below the surface, so careful not to scrape right over them. Big breach your hull, you're done for. 'Cause just a few minutes in that icy water makes a corpse. One time I remember...
Stick to the point.
Oh, fine. Watch for the currents, 'cause they can drag you off course. Dash against the rocks even. With a bit of luck, you'll land on the same beach where Hjalmar landed.
Nice talking to you, but time I was on my way. So long.
Fair winds to you.
Yeah, I agree with the Marvel movies too. I really liked it when, have you guys wait, before I even continue, have you guys seen the Spider-Man Homecoming movie?
heard the young Unclean sailed off the face of ice.
If not, I will give you my honest opinion of that movie. Screw it, I'm just going to give my honest opinion of that movie right now. It was by far the worst Spider-Man movie I've ever seen. And it disappoints me because I'm a huge Spider-Man fan. I like Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, even though technically it wasn't accurate to the comics. I feel like Tobey Maguire did a good job at playing Peter Parker and switching between Spider-Man. He was just perfect for that role. So he felt like the right actor for that role. Wait, what did you watch on the plane?
Ugly bastard.
Oh, okay, yeah, Spider-Man. Yeah, I did not like it. Just so many things that they did wrong. I feel like it was a lot of it had to do with Disney buying them out, which worries me because I don't want Disney to buy out DC. I mean, DC is already pretty much, their movie division is pretty much already terrible, but I feel like Disney buying them out is just putting the nail in the coffin. If anything, they need to shut down these new characters that they have, which is a shame too, because I really like Jason Momoa as Aquaman, but if everyone else sucks, it's kind of pointless. But yeah, I didn't like the new Spider-Man because they made him way too young. Unless they plan on keeping him for a while and he ends up growing into his role, that'd be cool. But they started him off way too young. This is gonna sound dumb, but I'm just gonna say it. The way they handled Mary Jane, they tried to make it more politically correct. And normally there's nothing wrong with that if it's like a new show. You want diversity, but originally Mary Jane, saying it for what it is, she was a redheaded white girl. Just being real, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I say when movies, and it's even happening with video games now, it's all becoming politically correct, and it's just, keep that stuff away from us. Like, if you want to keep that in the news, go for it, but don't put that shit in our content, because we don't want it. We never did. Yes, he does, dude. That's 100% accurate. The new Spider-Man just acts like a total moron. I didn't like Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man either, but I would have rather had him as Spider-Man compared to this new twat that they used for an actor. And again, it's all family friendly. They're trying to get these like little hipster kids like dad to get into Marvel comics, and this is the only way to open them up to it. It's kind of sad. I mean, I hate to watch these things fall apart, but they are. Right? And I mean, I'm not trying to sound like a bad person. A lot of people would probably like rain hell on me for giving that opinion, but that's how I feel about the Mary Jane thing. Is like, I believe in keeping things very accurate. Okay, like for example, not trying to be racist, I'm just putting this out there. Cyborg from DC Teen Titans was always black, so we want a black Cyborg in all the other movies. But when you turn Mary Jane, it's just those things. It's those little things that they try to do to make it more family friendly and less offensive, and it just, little things like that ruin the show. Now, I'm not saying they couldn't use that actress, but it's ruining. This politically correct thing is like cancer, and it's just spreading to everything, and no one ever wanted it. Now, I don't care if they made Mary Jane, you know, shorter. They used a different actress, like, what's that one actress from Superbad? Emma something. I think it's Emma Stone. Yeah, I think it is Emma Stone. If they would have used her, that would have been fine. I don't mind if they switch out the actors or actresses. Just keep it accurate, like, or at least mostly accurate, you know? Yes, Iris in the Flash, I mean, at first that bugged me a lot, but after a while, I got used to it because at least Barry Allen, they kept his story somewhat with the comics, and I kind of saw past the whole Iris thing, but yeah, that's another thing too. Right? What was your guys' favorite Spider-Man? Like, me personally, I like Tobey Maguire. A lot of people say that Andrew Garfield did a good job, which he did. He had a different take on Peter Parker. He had a more realistic take, but I think Tobey Maguire is the best. Hands down. Yo, I'm stuck in my boat. Okay, I can get out. It depends. Pretty much, yeah. In California there is. I would say, like, if you had to put all the populations into a percentage, I would say that, like, it's probably about 40% white. No, let me fix that. It's like 38% white. No, that's still inaccurate. I would say more than half the population's Latino. More than 50%. But honestly, it's not a problem. It's just how it is out here. It's because the location too. Like on the East Coast, they get a lot of Italians and different type of people based on their location. They usually go to that area. Oh, okay, I need to... Oh yeah, I gotta look at this guy.
Clan on crate.
See, I don't mind if they use like I don't mind any race, I have no problem with dating different chicks, like white, Mexican, black, Asian. I have no problem with that. It's when they like start. My problem is with the whole, when they try to make everything diverse and they just completely destroy it. That's when I have a problem. But I don't mind my preference on girls. I mean, I can be picky, but race isn't an issue. True, you get different backgrounds and cultures. I mean, everything else kind of does, but at the same time it doesn't. If that makes sense. Yes, I agree. CNN, dude, like... Not just CNN, a lot of news stations do it, but CNN's like the main, like, antagonizer as far as that goes. They like to pretty much tell you... They pretty much like to... They're very biased. They like to tell you one side of a story, especially because it's all about ratings. CNN doesn't give a shit about the people. They never have. A lot of their news reporters are hypocrites because they've said things in the past and then they've completely changed their mind. And it's all it is money. It's just like Jay-Z. He took sides. He joined up with Hillary Clinton and her campaign before Trump got elected. And before that, keep in mind, Jay-Z wrote a song called Dead Presidents, I think 20 years ago. Or it was in the 90s, it was an old song, but now all of a sudden he's buddy-buddy with Obama and Hillary, and you want to know why? Money. That's all these, CNN doesn't give a shit about people, it's all money. Same with MSNBC, ABC. It's just all, it's all biased. I try to like look at both sides of the story. Or I try to look at a story with common sense, but as far as politically correctness thing goes, that needs to die.
What are you doing here?
Look, man. Another one. And so many times I've told him. What's that you say, Wilfred? Right you are. They never learn. At least this one heard a song before he died.
Who were these men?
My crew. They swore never to leave me. Kept their word. Tall one's Wilmar, Wilfred's to his right, and the lad with the stutter's Wilhelm.
Why do you and your crew stay?
We cannot leave. If we ventured it again, the giant would kill us all. Like he did the others.
Why'd the giant spare you?
Me and my crew and the Sirens. We're helping him build a longship. I sew the sails and run away at times, and then the Sirens fly out and bring me back.
Why does he need a ship? Where does he want to go?
Promise not to tell no one. I trust my men to take the secret to their graves. But you...
Promise. Won't tell anyone.
Fine then. The giant's going to sail her out to defeat the gods come Ragnarok. The final battle for the world's end. She'll soon be ready.
Not much game here, but I saw the giant give you food. Where's he get it?
Don't know, don't ask. Food suits me. Suits my crew.
Over there, on the ground. Hand's got bite marks on it.
What? Where? Wilmar, damn it. We're supposed to clean up. Couldn't keep a secret if your life depended on it. We had a choice. The Hatters starved to death. And I didn't force anyone. You know, whole crew voted in favor.
I'm looking for Hjalmar on Crate. Word is he came to this isle with a crew, aimed to defeat the giant.
Aye, saw him, as did Wilmar.
Sure it was him?
Wilmar's got eyes like a hawk. They stood where you stand now. Poor shape they were in. Leaf the Red, Folin, Viggy. And just between you and me, that boy's not quite right in the head. Oh, the young on Crate was here too.
Remember when this was?
When what was?
When Hjalmar on Crate was here with his men.
Oh, that? No, I don't remember. You might ask Wilhelm, though.
They say where they were headed?
Did they, Wilmar? Oh, aye. Aimed to make camp in the old guard tower. Easy enough to find. Stands in the middle of a valley. Garden, absolutely nothing.
Try to come back for you once I've found Hjalmar.
Sound awfully sure you'll find him? Maybe you can kill the giant while you're at it. All on your own. They're the same to a man, aren't they, Wilhelm? All think themselves immortal.
Gotta go. So long.
Hey, if you really aim to return, mind bring me some solid twine. You're like to find it in the village. And nails. We're short on nails. Can you remember that? Nails and twine.
I'll remember.
Alright, now that cutscene's over. Yeah, I'm down to do a live stream for The Witcher 3. We can actually do it, we can have it set up to where you're in my party, and you can actually comment on my video while you're playing, or you could actually start a live stream and include me in your party and I can talk on your video, or vice versa. It doesn't matter. You can actually have 2 videos live streaming at the same time, and our parties will be connected, so when people are watching both videos, they'll hear us on both parties and both videos. But I'm down to do a Witcher one. I'm also down to do multiplayer or any other game. I'm trying to figure out what next game I want to start live streaming. Like, I have some games that I'm doing playthroughs for, but I want to expand my live stream, or the content for my live stream. Yes, I'm doing that quest for Yalmar right now. I'm just killing the silence. I think while I'm here... Oh, no, I didn't... Okay, there's something I have to get here. I'll get it later, but it's so I can make some armor. Alright, Gianni, so you said that every video that you've seen online, or every World Star video features a white person?
Yalmar's encampment.
They
were attacked.
I've seen a lot of World Star videos, not a lot lately. But usually it's kind of...
As if he fell from a height.
Just all mixed up. Or, the ones I've seen are mixed up. Like, it'll be...
Must have fought for a
white
long
people
time.
fighting, it'll be black people fighting, it'll be white people and black people fighting,
Taken
it'll
by
be a whole group of
surprise,
people fighting.
but they fought off the attack.
Usually,
through here. More clues separately. These tracks are older.
Keep it open.
Somebody left the camp before the attack.
I haven't gotten into World Star in a while, though. I used to watch those just for fun. They
dragged a boat north.
World Star is basically, you can like them on Facebook or Instagram. They're a page. They share like funny videos of like people doing like low class stupid shit. Like, you'll see like a bunch of rednecks fighting outside with their shirts off, or you'll see like a bunch of people in the hood fighting over some stupid shit, or pranking someone and someone gets mad. But it's pretty much just that's all World Star really is, as far as that goes. Okay.
Yalmar's man bled to death while trying to escape. Wonder what happened to his cohorts.
And dude, Kenneth, this quest, like, when I first did it, it was a pain in the ass because I mean, this island isn't that big, but at the same time, I kept having to go in circles because I like was forgetting people, and there was like tracks that I kept coming across. Now I know how to do it.
They ran toward the caves.
Before, this whole quest was just a pain in the ass. Especially, I didn't know that you could save one of the guys in this quest. I kept getting him killed, and then in one of my live streams, someone told me you could actually save him. I'll show you guys when I get to that point. But it's when we actually fight the giant.
But managed to get away. Someone tripped and fell, but managed to get away.
But now, as far as politics goes, or at least sides of politics, I try to be more open-minded. I guess you could say I do share
Need to find another way.
a lot of Republican values, but at the same time, I'm liberal on a lot of things too. Like, I'm liberal on pot. I don't care what other people do, as long as I'm the kind of person, I don't care what you do as long as it doesn't affect me and it doesn't interfere with what I'm doing. The minute that happens, then that's when I get upset. But people pretty much can do whatever they want, just don't let it get in my way. That's all I'm saying. Or don't let it become a problem to where it's going to affect my life because of it. You know what I mean? I actually have Skyrim. I'm thinking of live streaming that one, and like as soon as I'm done playing Blood and Wine, I finish off this live stream completely, like I put a bullet in it. I'm thinking of playing Skyrim live. I like the map for Skyrim a lot better because it's a lot of the areas look the same, but there's like there's more mountains and more, I guess everything is, has more level to it, more depth. Not depth, but, what's the word, just everything kind of shadows over, or towers over you. I like that. Yeah, man. I didn't know if you knew that. Yeah, you can jump off that ledge, and anytime there's water, no matter how high the ledge is, as long as it's a deep body of water, you can dive into it. There's a spot in Skellige, the giant bridge at Kaer Trolde. I always dive off that bridge when I'm leaving it. But yeah, as long as there's a body of water, Geralt won't get hurt. Yeah, dude. When I first played, I was kind of sketchy on it, or I was sketchy on jumping off that ledge. I thought, you know what, maybe...
Clean cut. Ed probably went flying.
I should save first. I did save, and then I jumped off the ledge and I was okay, but I saved before that because I wasn't trying to lose my progress. But no, I was sketchy on that ledge too.
Another track.
I'm pretty decent at Skyrim. I'd say I'm better at Witcher, but...
Sliced her up. 2 men, looks like.
The way my build is right now, my PS3 build was the strongest build I've had, and what sucks is with the PS4 version, you can't like transfer all your stuff from the PS3 over, so I had to start my guy over. But right now he's pretty strong as far as like what he can do. I have the Dawnbreaker. I think I'm level like, not high up there, but I'm like level 26. My original character on my old Skyrim account, or on my PS3 version, was, I think he was like level 48, or something like that, but he was high up there. I've just been playing this more since I got a PS4, actually. I always play this game the most.
Tunnel caved in.
It's just addicting. I will. I'll check out your trophies as soon as I get to a cutscene. I know there's not too many in this level, but I'll pull up my phone and I'll check it out. I haven't played like hardly any of the DLCs for Skyrim. Like on the PS4 version, I haven't put as much time into it as the PS3, but I just barely started the quest where you have to go to Morrowind. It's a DLC quest. I think it's Dragonborn, or it's Dawnguard. One of those. I think it was Dragonborn. But I just barely started that quest and haven't even gotten into it. I feel like Skyrim demands a level of attention that I would have to like finish all my other games just to play it. Same with Fallout 4. I have Fallout 4, and I haven't even finished that. Oh wait, David Weber. Yes, I do hope they bring Gontaro Dim back. Sorry, I didn't see your comment earlier, but if they make a future Witcher game, they should bring Gontaro Dim back, because he's honestly one of my favorite characters in this game. I mean, I know he's a dick, and he's shady. He's pretty much a shady businessman, but at the same time, the way his character was, the way they presented him, how he talked, and how he... I would like to see Gontaro Dim come back. I like when he has his talks about time. Like he'll say some pretty interesting stuff in regards to that. Yes, that's another thing about Witcher is I'll say compared to Skyrim, like each game has its like strengths and weaknesses. Like I felt like there was more customization in Skyrim, but I feel like The Witcher the way The Witcher's setup is just perfect. Everything, like, it feels like everything with The Witcher 3 works hand in hand together. Whereas Skyrim, like, it had strengths and weaknesses, and then Witcher pretty much took all its strength, its whatever weaknesses it had, and made it good. You know, it's an interesting concept too, Gontaro Dim, right? Because technically he's not human. What if he came back in the next game, but instead of him coming back in the form that we all know him as, say the game took place in the future, or it took place when Ciri was a witcher or whatever, what if he took on a new body? That would be pretty cool. And you wouldn't find out until later. I could see CD Projekt doing that too. They just drop Gontaro Dim on you in a new form. I think that would just be amazing. I'm really hoping CD Projekt continues The Witcher, because I don't want this to be it. I know it's it for Geralt, but I'll go ahead and mute my mic for this part.
Giant's Pantry. Recruited quite a few men. No Hjalmar here, though. Gotta keep looking. Hjalmar came through here. Had to.
So on Skyrim, what builds do you guys use? Like, I go with a Nord. I usually go with a Nord, and then, oh yeah, get out of here. It's a bad place to get hit. Nord with one-handed and destruction and conjuration. That's usually what I like to go with. But what do you guys usually go with? Are you guys like archers? Do you go with night elves, dark elves, or not night elves, high elves? What do you guys do? One for that devourer to blow up. There he goes. Blow him up, and then we'll get out of here. The Khajiit dagger. I like using the Dawnbreaker. It's like my weapon of choice. I still haven't gotten the dragon scale armor. That's just like a big ass chore to get that armor. You have to like kill all these dragons, and you have to like actually build your blacksmith skill up to that. I want to get that armor. I've never gotten around to actually taking my time.
Show me a pantry and I'll show you the mice.
This door isn't open? Oh no, it's locked. I might. What was the quest about from Mark the Liar? It sounds familiar. I've done a lot of the silly quests for Skyrim. My favorite one was when you had to like, you woke up drunk and you had to figure out like whose ring belonged to who. Like, you got into all this trouble. I think you get married too, and you didn't even realize it in the game. Ooh, two-handed actually sounds pretty interesting. I've never used a two-handed build, but that would be pretty fun.
Definitely came through here.
Okay, I can't remember what it was, but there's something here that I need to see. Oh, okay, I don't need to see it anymore. I guess I thought I did. Oh, shit. Then, no, I didn't know that. I didn't know he was in every Elder Scrolls game. That's actually pretty cool. I'm waiting for Bethesda to release Elder Scrolls 6 already. I don't know if you guys know, I have Elder Scrolls Online. I just don't really play it that much. It's pretty much like Skyrim, but like not as good as Skyrim. Heard it's gotten a lot better. Like, I have the Tamriel version, I don't have the Morrowind version, but I heard it got better once they added Tamriel in. Sanguinus Rose? Is that the name of the quest? Or I might be pronouncing it completely wrong. Need to find diamonds for, or not diamonds, nails for this one guy, so he can build whatever he's building. Okay, so we got the foot tracks all leading up to... Man, this island's huge. Yeah, I played Oblivion once for the Xbox 360. I got to the part where you get out of the prison, and at the time I just wasn't into it. It was before I even got into Elder Scrolls. It was probably not too long after it came out, but I remember I wasn't really into RPGs back then. I'd play it now probably because my taste has changed a lot. I probably wouldn't have even liked this game. I was kind of, I guess you could say I was a casual gamer. Or not a casual gamer, I like Zelda and Kingdom Hearts, but I wasn't big on like heavy RPGs, that was my thing. Now I'm actually one of my favorites. I'd probably try to give Oblivion a chance.
Thanks, White One. If not for you, that might have taken me much longer. And I need to see Leif. The bitch has nearly ripped his innards out. And we two are all that's left of my crew. All right. You might not have heard. I'm Hjalmar on Crete. And I'll never forget you helping me in a time of need.
Geralt of Rivia.
The Geralt of Rivia? Like in the ballad about the sorceress and the witcher. You're still alive.
Looks like it.
Right? Well, forgive me. Just thought that all happened long ago. My dad used to tell me stories of your adventures. So, what are you doing on Unvik?
Your crew. What happened to them?
It all started with a storm. You see, then came the blasted sirens. I had a Hornwall horn to drive them off, but one night it just disappeared. Next morning the giant ambushed us, crushed half my men, hurled Arvid against the rocks, tucked Viggy under his arm. Just four made it here. But I suppose if it had all gone smoothly, would have made for a dreadfully short ballad about our heroic adventures.
Seems more doomed than heroic to me.
No. That's just the gods looking to see what metal we're made of. They'll soon get their answer.
Your father sent me. He needs you on Ard Skellig.
Impossible. Dad knows I'll not return till I kill the giant.
Situation's changed. The fate of all Skellige will be decided on Ard Skellig. They're getting ready to choose a new king.
The fate of Skellig is being decided here. If I accomplish this deed, it'll mean the gods have chosen me to rule.
The other claimants are already waiting at Caer Trolda.
Seems I must hurry then. Time to face the giant. Coming with?
We should see to your friend.
Right. His wounds need tending.
Not what I meant. He's dead.
What? Nah, he's just unconscious. Lost a bit of blood, you know.
He's dead. Trust me.
Swore he'd sink his blade into the giant's heart. Swore it on the bones of his ancestors. Let's go.
Yes, that's pretty much.
I'll wait at the cave entrance.
What I just, pretty much everything we're all talking about, that's basically marriage. Yes, honestly, I feel like if you have the ability to take down a giant, you have the ability to take on the world. But you have to do it by yourself and with no guns. If you use guns, you're cheating. You have to do it like with a sword, a battle axe. A sword as in an arrow. You know what I hate about Skyrim? Like, the horses are completely just shit. Like, they're terrible and they're a waste of time. Like, it'd be cool if their horses, like, if the horses didn't, like, get killed after, like, 3 hits. I think there's, like, a mod, actually, that you can download that fixes that problem, but still. Oh, and he has to talk down a troll. If a president can't talk down a troll, then we're gonna have to look into other options. That was a good one, Rizio. That was a good one. I feel like those are very accurate descriptions of each.
Landed smack in a necker's lair and cut the beast down. Hardy folk, these Skelligers.
So where's everyone watching from? Like, I know Brazil, I believe you're watching from Argentina. Kenneth, I think you're watching locally, or you're watching... Where are you watching from again, Kenneth? Can't remember if it was the UK. Was it the UK?
One arrow in each. Good eye. One arrow in each. Good eye.
Okay, yeah, you're Argentina.
Didn't come back for his arrows.
I'm not Brazilian unless she asks me to be. Just kidding. No, I'm not. I'm Italian and German.
Archer was determined to kill him. Wonder why.
No, I'm on a completely different rock than you guys.
Got hit here first.
Except my rock's full of idiots. Going. Oh shit, I'm so sorry guys. I get so many people watching, sometimes I get everything mixed up. Like, I'll see the names and I'll remember like the conversations we had, but some things I'll forget or I'll mix up conversations.
Much further.
My bad. I remember you telling me you were from Romania because I actually had a neighbor that I lived with. He was from Romania. It was a long time ago, but we used to kick it a lot.
Took a second arrow here. Got him good this time.
This horn is so dope. This is like the secret to killing sirens. Not the secret, but it definitely makes things a hell of a lot easier.
Now where'd that archer go?
Oh, that's what's up, David.
Trolls. Dragged him into the cave.
You guys get Wi-Fi up there?
Wonder if he's still alive.
Sorry,
Archer was wounded too.
I failed you. I'm not the person that you guys thought I was. Guess you can just call me Soulless Scorpio. I do good deeds in The Witcher to make up for my shitty personality. I'm just kidding. I am correct. I'm in the right place for a certain item that I need to grab while I'm here. I'll rescue this guy. There is something here that I need to grab.
What?
I remember exactly what it is. I feel like that's going to just be spread everywhere. Or it should be. If it's not, I don't understand why it hasn't. I feel like we should get a lot of the writers that do like anime, like Attack on the Titan and Naruto, start writing television movies. Maybe they would be a lot better, to be honest. Whatever they're paying these writers, they just need to be fired because they're done. They don't got it. There's no it anymore. But you best believe if they said they were coming out with like a ninja movie, not a ninja movie, it doesn't even have to be a ninja movie. If they were coming out with like some medieval movie and they said that one of the writers from Naruto was doing the writing, I would watch that. Or Dragon Ball Z. Actually, no, not Dragon Ball Z. That's silly. Come on, this guy. So quick question, what do you guys think of like your world lead or your political leaders where you are? Like you're in Argentina, you said that one of your leaders is, or you said that it's pretty much kind of like communism. And then what about everyone else? What do you guys think of your political leaders? Hey, what's up, Rockstar? Hey, I technically did reply to you. I just started this stream before I replied to you. But I had the intention of replying to you. Marika. So besides Rockstar, since we both share the same political leader, what do you guys think of your political leaders? Like, do you think they're doing a good job, or do you think that what's your situation with that? I don't mind watching subs, but I do prefer dubs. But I don't mind watching subs. I know when Attack on the Titan came out, the first season, or they started releasing English versions, it was all subbed. I had no problem watching it. I thought it was enjoyable. But I prefer the actual dubs, just to give it more realism, I guess. You already know me, Rockstar. So I'm thinking, man, since you're here, Rockstar, I might, not today, obviously, because I'll probably be like done after this stream. I'm gonna stop this stream at 9, so not for a while. I have like 2 hours. I was thinking tomorrow I might start the Telltale Batman stream. I already have it downloaded, and I want to do other content on top of what I'm already doing. Damn. I will, man. I'll let you know ahead of time, too. I won't leave you hanging, but I will message you once I do start Telltale, which it'll probably be tomorrow around the same time. Like, I usually start streaming around 6 or 7. Actually, I started early today, but I'll probably do it tomorrow. I'm trying to find not the person I'm looking for, but there's like a tool in this cave that I need.
It's Storm, damn it.
Or it's like a quest item, and it's in one of these areas with these trolls. feel like with democracy, as long as you try to do the right thing, it's like with our democracy, it's hard because there's like certain laws can't be passed unless a certain amount of people from House and Senate agree, and it has to pretty much go through all these fronts. But as far as direct democracy goes, I believe that, yeah.
There.
Like, we don't have direct democracy, but I believe in what you're saying as far as that goes. Okay, I'll just go here for now. I'll come back for that thing later. There's like a thing I need for this Master Armor quest.
Cooking something?
Huh? Cookie?
Hey, you there! Help me! Water's getting hot!
Shut it.
I need that man.
No. We went home and from mirrors. I figure riddle.
Play me for the man, then. If I win, I take him with me. If I lose, I'll jump in the pot, too.
Good! Good!
Why, Riddles? Why?
No bubble. First riddle. Lots eats, lots drinks. Big he be. Steps big he bash.
A troll, of course.
Good, troll. Now you ask.
I'm light as a feather, but even a troll can't hold me for long.
Piss. Riddle hard, human cheat.
I won fair and square.
Stupid riddle. Feather. Troll not hold. Not piss.
Can you walk?
I'll manage.
Let's get out of here. You all right?
Never go in a sauna again, long as I live. Other than that, I think I'm fine. You saved my life. How can I thank you?
I'm looking for Hjalmar.
Hjalmar? Curious where he is myself. Him and the whole crew. Something must have happened. Otherwise, he'd have come looking for me after I went missing that night. I know he would have. Wait now. Why are you looking for Hjalmar?
The expedition. Tell me about it.
Started like the best ballads. With a hearty storm. Sail whipped about like a rag. Finally caught sight of shore. But then sirens attacked, as if they'd just been biding their time. But we'd have come through somehow, I know it. If not for the bloody helmsman.
Helmsman made a mistake?
I'd say his ma made the mistake. Burnt them arseways or something. Didn't that one. Heard tales and was so afeard of sirens he stuffed wax in his ears. Failed to hear our warning calls. Steered us right into the rocks. Lost a few men. Had to drag the wounded on litters. And the sirens pestered us the whole while. Hjalmar kept blowing his horn. But we'd come too close to the hillside and he brought an avalanche down on us.
Not your lucky day, it seems. What happened next?
We found that daft bugger in the ship, then pitched camp near the guard tower. Things seemed to calm.
Croc sent me here to find waiting for the young on Crate's return.
Sure. Ruler of all Skellige.
Doubt he's cut out for it.
Hjalmar's, but he's a born leader. Been mates since we were...
Ceres has put forth her claim to the throne as well.
Ceres? But she's... Well, she's...
Like father, like daughter.
What about Crack? He support her? He let her set off on some daft quest.
Wasn't thrilled, especially since Ceres set out without telling him.
Nor did she tell me. Where'd she go? Who'd she take with her?
Speaker Og, and no one.
She went alone? Damn the dogs! If Hjalmar'd only... Has she come back? Do you know?
Hadn't returned when I left Ard Skellig. Any idea where Hjalmar thought he might find the giant?
We'd learned where it has its lair, in the caves above the village. Hjalmar decided the best way there would be to cross the lake. Viggy the Loon insisted he knew a better way, through the mines. But none of us fancied strolling into a monster pit.
How'd you get separated from the others?
Had to watch for the night. Saw Egnar of Pharaoh steal Hjalmar's Hornwall horn, one he uses to drive away sirens. Bugger snuck out of camp. I followed him. No idea what got into that ginger head of his. Told Hjalmar not to take him with us 1,000 times at least.
And? You catch up to him?
Aye. In these caves. Bastard screeched so loud he drew the trolls. Thought the buggers would eat me right then. Dropped me in a marinade instead. Decided I was ready to cook today. Would have been the end of me if not for you.
Think I know enough. So long.
Wait. I'll go with you. Luckily the trolls didn't use my bow for kindling.
Good. Let's go.
Alright, now that age-old cutscene's done, I can talk to you guys through my mic. Did you actually get to watch the videos, Rockstar? I pretty much finished Bioshock 1 and 2. I'm just still working on editing the videos. I have 3 videos for Bioshock 1 that are done being edited. I just need to upload them. I'll probably upload one later tonight. Or I might... Yeah, I'll probably upload it tonight, or I'll probably upload it tomorrow. But I'll be releasing it. My opinion on alien life is, I do believe in them. We have life on our planet. We have our own sun. Who's to say that with all the millions and billions of stars that are out there that we can and can't see, that there's not another Earth or another planet like Earth that supports life and, you know, has people or has whatever on it. I believe it's very likely for those reasons, looking at it logically, because why would we be the only planet to be alive? Like, how are we so fortunate to be the only thing in the endless universe that's alive? So that's why I believe in aliens. I know, that depresses me, to be honest. Like, I'm hoping I'm alive when we do colonize Mars, because it is going to happen. But I know we definitely... Shoot, my grandkids won't be alive by the time we discover a new galaxy. Unless we had, like, a major breakthrough in technology. Like, major. Yeah, man, to be honest, the way the universe is, who knows if it's infinite, like, the way certain rules play out, like, we have gravity here, and then in space, there is no gravity, and then who's to say that physics aren't even more fucked the deeper you go into outer space, like, what if water somehow was in the sky? I don't know. It's just stuff like that. Like, I believe like the deeper you get into the universe, the weirder things get. I believe. I mean, it's all theory. It's not factual by any means. Oops, excellent call. It's clear. Sorry, I was reading one of your comments. So what's your guys' take on advanced civilizations? Like, do you guys think... I think that it's very likely that there is an advanced civilization. Or several of them. But what's your guys' take on it? Like, I don't really have a theory on this, but I always kind of... This is more of like a deep thought thing, but like humans in general, right? Compared to like the rest of the planet, how we are, how we act. And then you look at like the rest of the animals and species. I mean, they all have their intelligence, don't get me wrong, but like, we've actually conquered the planet, and we're critical thinkers, and we just continue to grow. Like, were we really ever of this world? Do you guys ever think about that stuff? I do sometimes, but it just makes you wonder. Stoner thoughts. Okay, I'm definitely not going that way again. Fuck, this map is so confusing. Okay, you know what, I'm going this way. We'll go around. Yes, Rockstar is right, guys. The government does control the weather. I don't care what any of you guys say. I know for a fact. Okay, the weatherman told me it was going to rain today and tomorrow. I'm looking outside right now. There is no rain. You know why? Illuminati. You guys can say what you want, but I know. You ain't going to silence me. Project Bluebeam. Oh my gosh, David. I haven't heard of that one since 2014, and I read up on it, and I was literally, that's Project Bluebeam. Bluebeam's pretty much the holographic projector thing to like simulate like the returning of Christ, right? They say like Project Bluebeam is set up to do like holograms, and it's supposed to. There's like a city in the sky in China. I think the video was just edited, but there was claims that there was a city in the sky in China, and I watched the video, and it looked like someone took the city, edited it in a video, and kind of just made it transparent, and they put it in the air, which, I mean, nowadays, technology can do anything, especially if you have deep pockets. But now, holograms don't scare me, it's just, I think the whole Project Bluebeam thing is a joke. At least, it has potential if we had like the right environment and the right technology, but honestly, I don't see Project Bluebeam happening.
Geralt, help me smash that! We're sure to reach the Giant's Cave this way.
Now, Project Redbeam, that's some shit. I'm just kidding. Bro.
I cover you.
I
Position
actually...
myself so as to keep the giant in sight.
Here, I'll type you guys. Or never mind. With BioShock Infinite, honestly, if that was real, like a city in the sky thing, I would be totally down.
Gotta be close.
I mean, I wouldn't want shit to go down that went down in BioShock, but I would be down to go to a city in the sky.
Careful now. One odd step and you can wake him.
Hey, quick! Let me out before he wakes!
Key should be around here somewhere.
Wait. Know what they call Viggy? The loon. For good reason, too. Best he stay in there till we finish with the giant.
What? You out of your bloody mind, Uncrate?
Thought he was your comrade.
He is. Which is how I know what he's like to do.
Let's free him. Giant's pretty big. Looks pretty mean. We could use an extra blade.
Even one swung by a madman.
I heard that on Crete. Let me out right now.
Wait here. I'll look for the key.
Alright. I'm gonna go save this guy real quick. Okay, earlier, Kenneth, this was what I was talking about when I was doing this mission, how you can save this one guy, but I never knew you could save him until someone told me. Basically, I didn't know that you weren't supposed to walk on the ice to not wake this giant up. So when I first did this quest, someone was like, aren't you going to save that guy? And I let him die, and I was like, you can't save him, he just dies anyway. It literally took me like 4 playthroughs to figure out that that guy was actually savable.
Bloody troll cauldron with nary a murmur.
Which pissed me off because no one told me about the ice at all. I assumed the ice was just there for looks.
Thanks, brother. I remember that. Let's get out of here.
Right. Just as soon as I kill him.
The way BioShock Infinite handled that, though, like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm surprised I too am surprised they got away with all that. But, the way they handled it, like, once you find out what the game's really about, like, it doesn't seem that bad afterwards, but, like, that whole game's just an acid trip. What do you guys think of the whole concept of BioShock Infinite? Do you guys somewhat believe in the multiverse theory that the BioShock had? Do you believe that it's a possibility that there are parallel universes with alternate decisions? Or what's your guys' take? I believe it's possible. You know what, Rockstar? I was going to tell you earlier and I forgot. I'm thinking, like, I'm going to do a part-by-part playthrough for BioShock Infinite, but I might just do a live stream too. Just for fun. Because I really enjoy playing that game. It's like my favorite BioShock game. I like Infinite 1 and then 2. 2 was like, wasn't as good as 1, but I liked it.
I knew we'd best him. Viggy, you daft bastard.
Raziel does put a good point. It wasn't really like complete. I mean, there were racial comments involved, but it was more of an economic thing.
Where are the others?
Thanks for your help, White Wolf. Geralt the Giant Slayer. I'll make sure the Scald said it in song.
Sure sounds better than the Butcher of Blaviken. So be it.
Let's get out of here.
Let's go.
Yeah, that's how I feel about it too. They didn't like. I'm sorry, the dogs are tripping. They didn't like go overboard with the racism in BioShock Infinite, but at the same time they wanted to make it
Who else is
present,
Blue Boy Lugos,
at least at least to add interest to it, which it did. It made the game more interesting until you started picking up on the multiverse thing. I'm gonna mute my mic for a minute.
She sailed off to Speakerog, alone.
Alone? What on earth was she thinking?
Set out to help Udalwick. Don't think she can do it?
God, Ceres. Ah, Witcher. You wouldn't happen to be heading to Speaker Rogue by chance?
Don't know yet. Your father asked me to, but what if I help her, and she wins, and they crown her Queen of Skellige?
You helped me too. Let's call it even in the odds, and leave the rest for the gods to decide.
Thought you didn't fully trust them.
Willing to give them one last chance. So long, Witcher.
So long, Ancrate.
I haven't seen that Jet Li movie, but my friend, I have a friend named Jesse that was telling me about that movie, where he goes into different dimensions and kills every version of himself. I think he gets stronger because of it. I think that was the overall plot, but I want to see that movie. I heard it was an old but classic Jet Li movie. Alright, for the next quest, this one was a pretty long quest. I just wanted to get it out of the way. I'm happy we did. We will do, what's her name? Ceres's quest. Because hers is, in my opinion, I like Ceres's quest. It's more interesting and not as drug out as a giant quest. So we'll do that one next to get that out of the way. But yeah, Rockstar. Oh no, it's all good, Kenneth. Welcome back, man. But yeah, what do you think, Rockstar? Should I, like, I'm gonna do a playthrough, of course, a play-by-play for BioShock Infinite. I'm actually doing it right now. I'm recording it at least, but should I do a live stream for it too? Because I would be down. I'll probably end up doing the DLC too, because I've never done the DLC for BioShock Infinite, and I'm stoked. I'd be down to do it in front of an audience. What do you think, man? Give me your honest opinion. I am going to do Batman tomorrow for sure, but I'm talking about like in the future. Should I do a live stream for BioShock? Sweet, I will keep that one. I'll probably end up doing that one at some point. Not anytime soon, but at some point.
What's that? Witcher. How do I say? Welcome to the home of Jarl Udalric of the Honourable Clan Brockfire.
Greetings. Wanted to see the Jarl.
Enter. Jarl's still speaking to his seer, but they should finish soon.
One thing. Watch where you step.
How come?
Jarl's not too fond of light. Makes it easy to trip.
There's a gallant fella. Killing a giant. All by his lonesome. Looking a while now.
We'll be done in a moment.
And then a giant sea snake swam up and bit my arm off. The gods have spoken. A sacrifice is needed.
To my mind, it's about you defeating a snake, Jarl.
No, they demand a sacrifice. I'm sure of it. It's time.
We must wait for a clearer sign. At least till your next dreaming.
I don't need no more signs.
Looking for Ceres. Heard she stayed here.
Ancrate's daughter. Aye, she was here.
Where is she now?
What?
Ceres. Where's Ceres?
Dunno. Enough of the questions.
I'm looking for Ceres. Any idea where she might be?
I hope she's gone to the village. It's been a time since she visited. She wished to speak to our folk, but...
But?
I worry she might have gone to Jarl Udalric's old family home, though I tried to dissuade her.
Clan Brockvar have something to hide from the Oncrate?
No, it's not that. The house is a strange place. Many believe it haunted.
Great. I love haunted houses. But why would Ceres go there?
Before she left, she had a long talk with the Jarl. Seems she wanted to help him.
With what?
Forgive me. I must go to him.
A promising start.
Remember when that storm caught us in Ald's Bay?
Oh, my bad, David. Sorry, I'm all sidetracked. I thought you were taking off too.
He said the voice commanded him.
So did you guys hear? I know Rockstar, you know, because I sent you that link that Cyberpunk 2077 made the list for E3. Like, this is big news. I'm hoping... I want to see gameplay, but I'm hoping, if not gameplay, we at least get a trailer or something like that. Oh, for those of you guys that don't know, if you do this quest, with the simulated Witcher 2 save, you can actually go looking around for Ceres on this island. Like, the way you go about finding her is different. I did it in my last playthrough, and she wasn't at this house. I had to ask all these people. I had to ask someone on the beach. Gotcha, Kenneth. I don't know if you're in the stream still, but I just got your message on PSN. I will. I'll hit you up beforehand. I'll message you on PSN.
Something seriously wrong here.
Alright, Gianni. It was good having you, man. I will see
Ceres.
you on the up and up.
Passed
Thanks
out.
again for
Gotta
watching.
get her out of here.
I'll try to stream early tomorrow too if I can.
What happened? Where am I? Oh, my head. Pain's just awful.
Got hit with something heavy.
Geralt? Why are you here?
Came to look for you. Croc's worried. Taking you home.
I won't go until I help Ulrich.
The sword! Where's the sword? I've got to go back!
You're not going anywhere. I carried you out of there a moment ago, half dead.
I have to!
You have to tell me what's going on. Why'd you go in there?
I wanted to help Udalric.
Sure, he was acting strangely, but I don't see how your stroll through a haunted house will help him.
It would have, if I'd only found the sword.
So what's this sword all about?
It's Brockvar, the ancestral sword of Udalric's clan. I needed to lift the curse that holds Udalric.
A curse?
Long story. Years ago, Udalric and his little brother butted heads over the sword. As custom has it, the clan's sword should go to the firstborn son, Udalric. But his father gave Brockvar to his little brother, Aki.
Serious insult in these lands.
Serious enough for Udalric to break a sacred law here in Skellige. He openly questioned his father's decision.
Guessing the old Jarl couldn't let it pass.
They chained Udalric to a pile, up to his waist in the sea. Spent 3 days like that. When his punishment ended, he and Aki sailed out to fish.
Most likely their father thought some hard work at sea together would fix things between them.
We use sea outings as cures for many things. Sadly, this time it didn't work. A storm broke out and Aki fell overboard. Udalric had his hands full with the sails. Didn't hear his brother until it was too late.
Didn't hear? Or didn't want to hear?
Some folk on the Isle had the same doubt, but none would mention it aloud.
What do you think? Did Udalric kill Aki?
I don't want to jump to any conclusions. But I do think whatever happened at sea that day, well, it's affecting Udalric right now. Powerfully so. And it could have something to do with that sword.
What did you plan to do with the sword?
I thought Aki's ghost would want it back.
The brother's ghost?
Long as I remember, folk have said Udalric's the chosen one. The one the gods speak to. I believed it once. But now, considering certain things, I think he's just haunted. And it's his dead brother that's haunting him.
Daring theory. Not breaking any of your laws just by thinking it.
Don't care. I don't believe it's the gods talking. Have you seen him? He's covered in scars.
Thought he earned those in battle.
If you call the strife in his heart and head a battle, I've asked him about it. He said the voices command him to hurt himself for the glory of the gods. I think not. It's not the gods, it's Aki.
So you believe Aki's getting his revenge, because Udalric let him die?
I've talked to Yort. He swears Udalric didn't start hearing voices till after Aki's death. And I don't think Yort's mistaken. He knew both those boys from the cradle. I think we've to give Brokvar to Aki, and he'll leave Udalric alone.
Not a bad idea, on condition it's a ghost we're dealing with. But something doesn't add up.
What's that?
Aki drowned at sea, said so yourself. But the ghost haunts this house.
Aki and Udalric both lived here. Maybe that's why. Thanks for your help, Geralt. But I've got to get the sword.
Out of the question. I'll get it.
Really? Thanks. So I can go see Udalric?
No chance. You're weak. Might pass out again along the way. Wait here, we'll go together.
Do you have to be up at a certain time? Like me, I don't have to be up tomorrow, but this morning I had to be up at like 7:30. See, I really want to play it now because I played Shadow of Mordor and I really liked that one. It was a lot like Batman, but I do have a question with Shadow of War. Is it, I think I've asked you this before. I asked some viewer that had Shadow of War. Is it a lot like Shadow of Mordor? Like, or is it different? Is there more to do? That's what I'm pretty much trying to ask. Shadow of Mordor was a great game, but it was very short. I felt like it was mostly just focused around gameplay and getting new skills and stuff, but does Shadow of War give you like more objectives and more missions, at least? Because I do want to get it, I just don't want to get it for 60 if there's not much to do. Not a lot about it. I don't know, guys. Honestly, we're talking about E3. I think, or if we're talking about 2018, not 2018, nah. I think that Cyberpunk 2077 is gonna is gonna break major records.
I found it.
Major.
Let's go.
After you, then. You and my dad, you were mates once, right?
Hope we still are.
But, well, I heard you fell out over something.
I didn't know you could ride a dragon.
Someone.
Talking about that story with Yennefer? Long time ago, that. In fact, that was before Croc met the woman who'd be your mother.
That you and Yennefer had already met?
Things were never cut and dried with Yen.
What is it about her? What is it that draws you?
Dunno. Maybe, it's because I've never chosen comfort and ease. The calm and the quiet.
Okay, so Shadow of War. So you say it's a worthy sequel. Is it like a worthy sequel like how alright, there's Assassin's Creed 1 and then you had Assassin's Creed 2. Was it a worthy sequel like Assassin's Creed 2 where it took everything from 1 and just totally like
Was it hard? Killing that vermin?
Perfected it? Cause I'm sold if that's the case.
Where's Yennefer?
Don't know. Why do you ask?
I just wonder why she let you come here alone.
What do you mean, let me?
Nothing. Not a thing. Just got the impression she doesn't like to let you out of her sight. Look, there they are.
Horridly bright out here. Stings the eyes.
The fresh air will do you good.
The gods won't be pleased.
Jarl, our guests, remember.
What happened to your hand?
I sacrificed it to the gods.
Forgive him, Jarl. Geralt's got more to learn about our customs. We're close to the gods in Skellige, and the chummier you are, the greater the offering you make. It's our belief that the greatest thing a man can offer is his pain, his suffering, the pure sacrifice.
To hear the gods is a gift, not a sacrifice.
These voices you hear.
The gods, their voices.
More likely this is somehow related to your dead brother.
I told Geralt of Aki. We concluded that...
That the gods are angry at you, yet he's the reason. That's why you have to apologize to Aki himself.
I didn't want to. Aki fell in the water. The gods will be angry.
Angry you want to make peace with your brother? Are the gods of Skellige that cruel?
They are that just.
Justice demands you return to the dead.
Thank you.
Theirs.
What would you have me do?
Remember where Aki fell in the water?
Near the Isle's eastern end, by the mouth of the bay. Current had swept us towards Ullula's Needle.
It's a dangerous spot. Treacherous eddies swallow a handful of sailors each year.
We need to sail there. Aki's ghost won't rest until Brokvar's returned to his remains.
No. No. The gods, they'll be angry. I feel it.
Fear not, Jarl. The gods love you, and they loved Aki. Surely they want this.
Well, maybe I can sail there. The sword should be returned. That's what matters. Makes no difference by whose hand. What do I look for? Did Aki have anything that'll help me recognize him? Something he was wearing that could survive all this time underwater?
Aye. Our clan ring.
That ought to be enough. I'm off.
Hey David, nice having you, man. It was good shooting the shit with you too. Hopefully I see you around, man. It was nice talking with you. I might do or as you already know, I'll probably end up doing a BioShock Infinite stream. But yeah, man, I'm hoping to see you around. Thanks for stopping in. Okay, so I need to go find this guy's bones.
Step aside.
Shit. Come on. Oh yeah, a couple weeks, or not a couple weeks, but a couple years back, I don't know if it's true, I don't know if you heard of anything like this, Rockstar, but supposedly they were going to, or Rocksteady said they were going to do another Batman game. Or there was a rumor going around that Rocksteady was going to do another Batman game. Have you heard of anything like that? Kind of hoping they do, but they don't make it like Arkham Knight because of obvious reasons. I like the gameplay and graphics for Arkham Knight, but I just hated that Batmobile. And I hated the quest for it. The Batmobile could have been better if they didn't make it. They just used it for travel instead of all the BS that they ended up using it for. No word. Yeah, I heard the rumor too. Hoping they do. They do though. Was it you that I was talking with when we were like saying that they should do like an Arrow or a Flash game? I'd be down for an Arrow game. Oliver Queen. Like, it doesn't even have to have his backstory, just the gameplay for the arrow would be cool. I could see Rocksteady totally pulling it off. Like, giving him mad archer skills, being versatile with the archer. Yeah, dude, I would totally want to play that game.
I'm wondering what that accomplished, if anything. Time to see Udalric.
I'm gonna go grab this chest inconspicuously for this item. And then I think the chest is actually over here. Wait, are you serious, man? Wait, no, that's Brockvar. I kind of like how Oliver Queen said that he was on the island for like 5 years. Except for, you know, going to Hong Kong a couple of times. Or going to Hong Kong and I think Russia. But he was on the island for 5 years. Alright. What stuff to... Oh, I need to actually sell a lot of stuff. I'll do it later. I'm kind of questioning, low-key questioning it now. Alright, what are you guys even talking about? I have no idea what you guys are talking about. So, Raziel and Rockstar, what are you guys up to? Are you guys gaming as well? Or are you just watching the stream? After this quest, I'm thinking we might head back to Velen. I like Skellige, but Velen seems more interesting right now.
What is this?
Udalric. The voice has commanded him to poke out his eye.
What? Why'd you do it?
Such was the will of the gods. A sacrifice for Aki.
What did the gods want? Exactly. Do you remember? What did they tell you?
They were angry. A voice said, "You vile wretch, you didn't help Aki, and now you failed to sail out to beg his forgiveness. Poke out your eye, suffer, and regret the evil you've wrought."
When did the gods speak to you? Right after I left?
Shortly after. Sleep came over me, so I lay down. 'Twas then they revealed their will to me.
You always asleep when they speak to you?
Always.
What do you see then? Do they try to summon you anywhere specific?
My old home. They command me to light torches, then speak from the shadows.
The gods ever show you their form, or are they always just a shadow?
Once, I steeled myself, gathered my courage, and in my dream made my torch burn bright. I saw a hazy figure sitting in shadow then.
The gods speak from the shadows, you said. Is that why you don't allow any lights in here?
In my dreams, at times I see their form, when the torches burn bright.
To see the gods is a great honor. Maybe with more light in your house, you'd see them when you're awake as well.
Lesser men are unworthy. They cannot gaze upon their faces.
The gods always demand you offer them your suffering?
Only that pleases them, so they ask for more and more.
I returned the sword, but nothing's changed. It's not his brother's ghost that haunts him, tortures him.
What's wrong with him?
Can we talk somewhere in private?
The guest room. Come. Well, know what it is?
It's a Heim, a post-conjunction creature, very rare and very dangerous. It latches on to men who commit vile deeds. It feeds on their pain for years, fueling their guilty conscience. In the end, Heims force their victims to mutilate themselves.
Sounds unpleasant. Any way to defeat it?
Two methods that work. In theory. Witcher's bestiaries say you have to spend a night in the Heim's lair with the affected individual.
The haunted house, you mean? It's hardly cozy, but I wager you've slept in worse conditions.
It's not about sleeping. You've got to draw the Heim out. It has to emerge from the shadows, show itself. Can't hurt it otherwise.
And it's sure to give as good as it gets.
You've seen Udalric. It won't be an easy fight.
What's this other way?
They say a Heim can be tricked. You have to pretend to do something horrible. Then it'll move on to you as its new victim. When it realizes it's been tricked, it'll be forced to leave.
Great. Let's try it.
Don't know anyone who's pulled it off.
Well, maybe no one's thought up a trick that was good enough. I know you're doubtful, but we should at least try to find a way to trick the Heim.
Might not be as simple as it seems. Besides, neither method's perfect.
What do you mean?
Udalric might not survive an entire night in the Heim's lair.
You think the Heim... Would it try to kill Udalric?
No, that would mean losing its host. But Udalric could just... expire. He's weak, and the house will summon painful memories. Whereas to the Heim, that'll be an opportunity. The more pain the Heim causes Udalric, the stronger it'll grow.
And the more dangerous it will be to you. And what about the other method?
The Heim's a demon, and demons are notoriously hard to fool. Plus, the trickster can't know it's a trick.
What?
The Heim attacks those who have a guilty conscience, truly believe they committed a foul deed. The Heim strengthens their regret and feeds on it. Meaning, if the new host doesn't feel true sorrow, the Heim will sense that.
Yes. So, for this to work, if either of us has an idea, we can't tell the other one about it.
Exactly.
Both methods seem risky, but I still think we should try the trick.
Don't know that I'm convinced.
Just please don't tell me you have to consult Yennefer on such things as well. If we fail to think of anything, we can always try the Witcher's way.
Trying the trick can't hurt.
Good decision.
Haunted house. The Heim's lair. Only place where anything like this could work.
After you, then.
No reason to delay.
Oh, okay, I know what you're talking about. I like turn-based games. I played
solid craftsmanship.
Paper Mario, South Park, those kind of turn-based games. But I do like turn-based style games. They're pretty fun. Oh, and of course Pokemon. I mean, you gotta, if you play turn-based games, you have to play Pokemon. Okay, so I searched the house. One of these rooms. Oh yeah.
Ciri. No, it's impossible. Damn it. Looking to discourage me? Good. Means you're scared.
Yeah, man, I feel you on the platinum thing. I mean, I'll get it done eventually. It's just a big pain in the ass.
An old cradle. Must have belonged to Udalric or Aki.
Geralt!
Have you played Final Fantasy?
Geralt, come!
Sorry. Have you played Final Fantasy 15 yet?
Come up with anything?
Yes, I have a plan. One that just might work.
Can I get any details?
You've got to wait for me here. I won't be long.
Anything else?
Said yourself, you can't know the details.
Is it
So
any,
no,
or what do you
nothing
think
else.
of Final Fantasy
Simply gotta
15?
trust me.
I want to get it, but is it like Kingdom Hearts? Is it like Final Fantasy? Is it like Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts as far as like the gameplay goes? I know obviously not the story.
Hope you know what you're doing.
Is it
So
worth
do I.
getting?
So,
Oh,
can we
decent.
start?
That's what I've been hearing. Which sucks. It looks like a really good game.
I'm ready.
All right, I'll be back soon. In the
It's more
meantime,
like Kingdom
get a
Hearts?
fire going in the oven.
Would you say the dialogue or how the characters interact is more like Kingdom Hearts 2? Like, I know it's there's 4 people, 4 dudes, one of them's the prince, and then his friends. Do they interact with each other like they would in
She's
Kingdom
running
Hearts?
to the old house. Grab her.
Take him. You must put him in the oven. Trust me.
Take care not to hurt the child. Give me the babe.
In the oven. Throw him in the oven.
Sarah's had a plan, but we'll do it my way.
You guys thought I was too.
I'll deal with you later. Let's go.
No, I did that on purpose, bro.
This isn't
I just wanted
over.
you guys to think I was gonna do it a certain way. I've never done it this
Just
way,
made yourself
so
an
I'm going
enemy.
to. This
I
is the
have made
first
no
time I'm
such
going
thing
with
if
the
you only
alternate
trusted me.
Heim one.
And tossed an infant in the oven? I don't think so.
The babe would have been fine. Round back the oven, there's another door. I'd have pulled the child out before the flames could even warm him. The Haim would have thought you'd kill the tyke. It would have abandoned Udalric. I'd have showed it the babe then, safe and sound. It would have had to go.
Damn, that sucks.
Not a bad scheme.
I bought Assassin's Creed
Just
Unity day
risky.
1.
I'd
Trust
rather
me,
do
bro,
the
it could be
Witcher's way.
worse. That was just
Let me
a
talk to
nightmare.
Ulrich. I'll explain what you want.
Even after
what
they
happened
fixed the
here.
game, the story was just shit. You know, you're an Assassin's Creed fan, but yeah, I got Unity day 1, and that was like
What Ceres did,
the worst
don't
thing
hold it
ever.
against her. She wanted to help, banish the voices that haunt you.
Help! Casting my babe in an oven!
Things'll calm down. You'll talk, figure it out. She had the best intentions. Important you know that.
Yet she did not win your trust.
Because I decided to solve this the Witcher's
That
way.
sucks. Because that's really
I know
one of
what
the
haunts
main
you.
reasons
Whispers
why I
in your
wanted to
ear,
play
commands
Final
you to hurt
Fantasy
yourself.
15 was
It's
for the
neither
story.
the gods nor your brother.
But I hear it. Clear as a bell.
If it had a good
The
story,
voice
at least, that's
speaks.
usually why
The
I buy
voice
a
is
lot
that
of
of a
games.
Heim.
if they have a
creature
good,
feeds on the guilt you feel for not helping
exceptionally
Aki.
good story,
Good
I'll get
news is
into
we
it.
can defeat it.
And the bad?
We gotta survive a night in its lair. Your old house.
No, no, no. That'll end badly. It can't end well. I can feel it.
There's no sense in going if you
I can't wait
stay
until they
calm.
remake Final Fantasy VII.
Right. He specializes in such matters.
That probably won't come out for like another 2 years though.
We need to prepare the house
And
first.
it is Square
Light
Enix
some
after all.
torches in the main room. Make sure they illuminate every nook and cranny.
It'll be worth the
Then-
wait,
Then
hopefully.
you just need to show up. I'll take care of the rest.
Fear not, Jarl. We'll tend to everything. You should rest in the interim.
Are you looking forward to Final Fantasy VII?
Good idea. Meantime, I'll place the torches.
Shit. Or like a decade after Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, at least. Yeah, that's what sucks about at least those Kingdom Hearts. Like, they did release a lot of filler games, but 3 just... I mean, 2 came out when I was in the 6th grade. I was really young at the time, and now I'm 25, so that's saying something. Or no, I was probably in the 7th grade, but I was really young when 2 just came out, and still waiting on 3. At one point, I thought they weren't even going to make it 3. I thought they were just going to end it at 2, and then the Keyblade Wars and all that stuff happened. No, man, you know me. Being the man I am, filler games are just...
Darkness.
They're not a thing with me. They're non-existent.
So, ready?
A Skelliger's always ready. To defeat his foes, or fall in battle trying.
Only one to fall today will be the Heim.
Need I prepare? What will happen?
I'll light the torches in the main room. That and your presence will enrage the Heim eventually. It'll show. That'll be my chance to hurt it.
And me? What am I to do?
Just hold out. It'll whisper to you, tell you to do things. Could be more intense than usual. Definitely won't try to kill you, though.
I'll keep it together. I'll try.
That's great. But if it's not enough, if the Heim starts to get to you, I'll use a sign that'll calm you down.
So be it. Shall we start?
Let's start. Think pleasant thoughts. Don't let the Heim drag you into guilt. And pray to your gods I'm not wrong.
What's it like out in Kansas? I have a sister that lives out there. Well, she's in the army, but she's stationed out there. Like, is there, at least where you live, is there like stuff to do, or is it, do you live in like a city or a town? I don't even know what the accent. Okay, first time fighting a hen. Oh, nice. How long have you lived out there for? Sounds peaceful. Too much of the city can be overwhelming. Like, I don't live in the city, I live in, well, I live in a city. It's more like a town, but as far as, like, living in the city, I don't live in the city either.
Calm him or this won't work.
I gotta get maxi. Quit moving.
Calm down. You can do this. Now get back behind the torches.
22 years? Oh, I didn't know you were 22 now. How are the people out there? Like, is everyone pretty... Is it like a community? Is everyone pretty open with each other? Or is it kind of just... Everyone does their own thing? That's how it is out here, for the most part. People do socialize, but it's not really community. It's more like... I don't know. It's, in California, it's pretty much everything. And nothing.
The Heim's gone. I can't see it.
I saw.
That's understandable.
Saw it sink into the ground.
Into the ground? Must have weakened it enough so it hit deep
Over here,
within its
retracting
lair,
messages
the guts of the
and
house.
shit. I'm just
Listen carefully. I gotta go downstairs, finish off the Heim before it regenerates. Don't move.
Alright, man. I'm just kidding. Alright, man. I'll see you later. And tomorrow I'll hit you up before I do the Batman thing. But alright, man. I will talk to you tomorrow. Why is this guy... What? There are 2 NPCs here, like just standing here for no reason. Like, why are they? What? Did I just... Dude. I did.
It's over.
Over?
I killed the Heim. You're free of here.
Well?
It worked.
What's happening? My head's spinning. I'm spinning in a maelstrom.
Geralt, you said it was over.
That's just fatigue. In time, his mind will return to normal.
What? What will I do now?
You'll be fine. Key is to not give in to self-pity.
I feel as if someone's torn something from me.
That's normal. The Heim was a parasite. Bonds between parasites and hosts can be strong. That's why you feel empty now. Give it a few days, weeks, you'll be fine.
Thank you. I think. Farewell.
I'll go with him. He seems confused.
Good idea. Then what? What are your plans?
I'll stay a few days, make sure he's healthy. And you? Gonna stay on Speaker Rog?
Don't know yet. Gotta gather my thoughts.
I'm sure Yennefer must be growing impatient.
What is it with you and Yennefer? Mentioned her several times already.
Nothing. I've just noticed that you're often of one mind.
Saying I'm henpecked.
Not that you're especially different. Seems to happen to all men. Take a rowdy Skelliger, a brave knight, or a tough witcher. You all end up wrapped around some woman's finger.
Generalize much? I'd say when someone's got a good idea, there's no reason to deny it. And whether they're man, woman, or dwarf doesn't come into play.
Is that why you wouldn't trust me with the Heim? It was just a bad idea.
No, just opted to do it my way.
Worked out in the end. That's important. Thanks for your help.
Don't mention it. Farewell.
Alright guys, let's see what else there is. There's a lot actually, but actually, you know what guys, I think I'm gonna just go ahead and stop the stream here. I'm hungry. I've been going for 3 hours, but tomorrow we'll be putting up the Telltale Batman stream, so if you guys are interested, definitely come on through. Anyway, thank you all for watching.